These details about the crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 will shock you. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 was a scheduled international passenger flight between Addis Ababa and Nairobi. The Boeing 737 MAX 8 airplane, registration ET-AVJ, crashed shortly after takeoff from Addis Ababa-Bole Airport on March 10, 2019, killing all 157 people on board. The crash was the second involving a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft in less than 5 months, following an October 2018 crash of Lion Air Flight 610. How is this? Why have two planes crashed in such a short period of time, and who will be responsible for it? The tragic and horrific disaster of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 sparked many concerns regarding the safety and reliability of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Following the catastrophe, investigations were initiated to ascertain the cause of the crash and to find any safety flaws that needed attention. So, if you want to know more about this crash, don't worry friends, today we'll give you all the details about the crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 that will shock you. Cause of crash. The crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 was caused by a mix of technical problems and mistakes made by the pilots, as found by the investigations. The angle of attack sensors on the plane, which measure the angle between the wing and the flow of air, gave the plane's flight control system wrong information. This caused the system to automatically turn on the plane's MCAS, or Moving Characteristics Augmentation System, which pushed the nose of the plane down. The MCAS system was meant to keep the plane from stalling, but in this case, it made the plane dive quickly and without warning. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302's pilots did not have enough training on the 737 MAX 8's flight control system, and they did not know what the MCAS did. They didn't know how to respond to the system's wrong commands, which caused the system to crash. Investigations indicated that there were a number of additional circumstances that contributed to the accident of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, which took place on March 10, 2019. One of these causes was the pilots of the 737 MAX 8 aircraft not having adequate training and education, which led to the accident. The fact that a great number of pilots were unfamiliar with the MCAS system and the risks it posed was a contributing factor in the crash. Lack of effective communication and coordination between Boeing, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the airlines was another aspect that contributed to the incident. The FAA had not provided any specific guidance or training on the MCAS system, and there were no clear guidelines on how pilots should react in the event that the system malfunctioned. The pilots' inability to communicate with one another and work together as a team led to confusion and uncertainty, both of which played a role in the accident. The investigations also indicated that there were issues with the design and certification of the 736 MAX 8 aircraft, which was another source of concern. Concerns were expressed over the possibility of conflicts of interest and a lack of control as a result of the FAA delegating a significant portion of the certification process to Boeing. Additionally, it was discovered that the design of the AOA sensors on the 737 MAX 8 was defective, which resulted in the wrong data being sent to the aircraft's flight control system. Changes made after crash. After the crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, several changes were made to the 737 MAX 8 to make it safer and less likely to break down. Boeing changed the MCAS system so that it could be less aggressive and respond better to what the pilots did. The FAA also gave pilots new instructions on training on the 737 MAX 8, and new safety measures were put in place to make sure the plane is safe to fly. The disaster of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 was a surprising and terrible occurrence that has raised major concerns regarding the safety and reliability of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. In conclusion, the tragedy of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 was a shocking and tragic event. The investigations that were conducted found that the cause of the disaster was a combination of technical failures and pilot mistakes, in addition to issues with the design and certification of the aircraft. However, numerous alterations have been made to enhance the safety and dependability of the 737 MAX 8, and brand new safety precautions have been implemented to guarantee that the aircraft is fit for flight and poses no risk to passengers or crew. Hope you all found this video informative. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon for more such videos.